Yeah, what's up? How you doing?
Hi. Good.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and queue up for me while we kind of talk about. I want you to break down the strategy. Give me your game plan, your average game plan on the Kaisa support game.
My average game plan:
Yeah, what are we
do
thinking?
heaps of damage and be really annoying.
Okay, okay, so lots of poke, yeah, lots of damage. How do I pop
And
this out?
usually I try to steal the enemy buff at the start.
Okay. Uh, let's see. What do you prefer to go by the way? Is it Yuli? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I mean, my name's Yui.
Okay. Uh, 7. Okay. February 7th. Okay, so I mean your Kaisa winner looks pretty good too.
I feel like the struggle that I get is if my team, I have to like turn my team of doubters into believers. But
Yeah.
if people just get tilted, then it doesn't work.
Yeah,
Because the team morale just goes down.
that's gonna be something that you're just gonna have to deal with. I mean,
Yeah.
with off meta picks. You could do what I think it was Jamaican Banana started it. It was one of the top Ivern players, and he would just drop his he would drop a fucking like Google Slides in chat every game. He'd be like, "This is how you play with Ivern." So like you
Oh,
could do
really?
something like that and be like, "Hey guys, like I do this. This is my thing. Yeah, here's how you play around." Like you could. It's kind of memey. It's
It
kind of
usually
funny.
helps
But
when I stream or when I send like my
yeah,
professor stats.
Kaisa support. The fuck am I saying? What's up, Josh? This is Kaisa support. AP poke. Yeah, the one thing, is there an easy way to evolve E with this kind of?
I think basically what I need is Gnasher's Tooth and the attack speed boots, and then I should have enough to evolve my E.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it
That's a
comes at the expense
lot.
of like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's quite a
basically
bit.
it kind of mitigates my W poke, and then I don't get to use Sorcerer's Boots or
Yeah,
Ionic Boots.
and really, yeah, really, you're just playing as a poke support here.
Exactly.
Um, how is your lane control? I think your lane control's not
Um,
bad. I just had to
it's
guess.
not bad unless we have like a Blitzcrank, or I usually always ban Leona. And then Hike is kind of like a hard one to play. Basically any hook champions.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I feel like I pair pretty well with Jin or Ezreal or Caitlyn. And then the other ones are kind of hard
Okay.
to have synergies with.
Yeah, you pair with the other long range ADs. That makes sense.
Hmm.
Can I see your rune page?
Sure.
Comet, Scorch. Okay, why do you go red secondary is interesting to me. For the,
This is more just for the sustain.
yeah,
Because
that's a lot of sustain.
I don't have very good like
The
my W poke
problem,
is like every like 15 seconds or 20 seconds. So in between, if I can trade with autos or if I can get my fourth shot off, then this helps a little bit.
yeah, a
be
couple of
in
years
that
ago,
engagement.
everybody was going that secondary, but it got nerfed like 10 times in a row.
Really?
Yeah, over the course of like a year, it was nerfed so much.
I have
So
gotten Presence of Mind and Coup de Grace, but I don't know.
yeah, I think that's okay. I think if you're really concerned about just sustain, I think you just go green secondary and you get more healing out of it. And you can go something like second wind and then maybe kind of whatever you want at that point. Overgrowth isn't bad, it's UHP. And flinching isn't bad if they have a lot of CC.
The other thing that I use it sometimes is like when I am a little bit low, this Taste of Blood is really helpful because if I can land my W, then it gives me enough HP to
Yeah,
like be back
it's
in
not
lane
bad.
again.
I think, yeah, I
Oh,
think
this is
I
a
would go
weird
precision.
Renata
But
and like Yasuo bot.
yeah, I think you
maybe?
go exhaust here. Bane also has ignite.
Oh no, but I always go.
What? Okay, so ignite doesn't even make sense on a poke mage.
Well, so sometimes I'll ult in, right? And then I can get the kill. I'll show you. You'll see. You'll see.
Okay. All right.
You can critique me.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I'm very excited. I'm not sure what to expect.
I definitely have like a certain play style, and
Okay.
I think having someone like voice over that will be really helpful to me because I think I've been stuck in this way for like the last 4 seasons.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Have you been playing Kaisa support for the last 4 seasons?
Maybe not the 4, like 3. I did like
Oh, you played a lot of
Katarina
Zoe
support
last
for
season.
one whole season.
Oh, you used to play
Yes.
be a Zoe player. You play mid?
No, Zoe support.
Okay, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. The U-Deer season. Interesting.
Oh, this isn't my account.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
My main was like D1, but I got
Okay.
somewhat banned.
And?
Hold on. Oh, now I'm fucked.
Holy shit, this is so cursed. I was tapped out, so I didn't see the beginning there, but what the fuck just happened?
Okay, and that's the other thing too. Is I'm really bad at talking and playing at the same time, so
Yeah,
I
that's
might be
fine.
kind of quiet.
Yeah, a lot of people, like, the live coaching stuff makes it harder. Why is your mini-map so small? There's no shot. I've never seen a mini-map that small.
All right, maybe that's like feedback number 1.
That's crazy. Holy shit. I'm so excited. It's gonna be such a treat of a game. Her monitor is 40 inches. Yeah, maybe if you have a giant monitor, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Holy shit. Can't see anything. Wow, this vein is crazy. Yep. Yeah, as long as when he steps up to Q, you land a auto or dub on him. Nice. You want to try to proc the Yasuo shield, and you don't need to force it too hard. Yeah, if you can't step up, you're winning. I mean, this is great so far. Yeah, and we did not use our ward. A little bit scary. Nice. Alright, ping to crash this, and then you guys want to go back. Yeah, if you guys reset here, he's down so much.
I think we can get a plate.
I think staying here is bad tempo, but we'll see what Yasuo does when he gets back. Because we each get an extra 100 gold. If you guys just go back, then gets to reset on both resources are like empty, and she gets to spend them. Staying there, yeah, see, now that Yasuo's here, you're letting Yasuo play the game where you could have denied him more. Yeah, that plate's weird.
I agree. Well, I think if we got that plate, but then like left sooner.
No, just because death timers are so short, but we'll talk about it after. Okay, so yeah, not really sure where Kane's at. He's probably there. His vein is fucking crazy. Look up towards Kha'Zix. Oh man. Holy shit. What the fuck? Bro, this game's over. Game's over. It's a wrap. That's crazy. You guys can just permafreeze this if you want. And yeah, I just wouldn't touch it. Let Bane decide what she wants to do. Who's their mid laner? It's Vlad, yeah. Okay, Bane doesn't want to freeze. Cool. Oh shit. Nice. We're huge. We have a really nice back, so that's kind of all I'm thinking. How the fuck do we get back? Especially because Kane can be down here. We don't have a vision up. Kind of the one way to get back in this game is Kane gets good gank, like right now.
Kane's top.
Okay, yeah, this game's just free then. This next wave is a cannon, right? Or did I count?
After, yeah.
Okay, I might. Back now. It's a little bit weird. I wish you guys would have stayed for this wave. You ping, I think, like the least out of any support I've ever coached as well. Okay, yeah, we just have a giant burning hole in our pocket. We do so much if we can come back with Sork shoes or something. You go Luden's usually, right?
Blasting in 2 tones, and then
You don't go for Sorks early?
ring thingy. So I just want to get my evolved W as soon as I can.
Yeah, makes sense. Gang. Wow, okay. I was typing something, but the note just gets deleted by what happened. Fucking beautiful game so far. Wow, he didn't even die either. Oh, please back. Giving the money to Bane is bad. And you already, yeah.
I can't rely on these solo queue ADCs.
I mean, I just want you to get your money. Like, the longer you stay, the worse it is. Okay, nice. Here you just walk towards mid first. Because chances are, like, check bottom. Yeah, chances are Vayne's gonna shove that wave in back. We're just kind of gonna get some vision down.
You get that Renata though.
We can
She's
gank
low.
mid. Yeah, you can start pathing towards bottom, but you just path towards, like, in this diagonal, and you get vision on your way down.
True.
What'd you mean by money? I meant she had 3K in her inventory that she needed to spend. Yeah, you can even get deep vision here if you want, and then dive Renata if you're really crazy. That's what I would have done, and went kind of behind the dragon pit, but might be a bit ambitious. That's so satisfying. I can just hear the chunk. Holy shit, how did she not die? Oh, that's so sad. How did she not die? How the fuck do you spell diagonal? Diagonal. Close enough. I'll be able to read it later. Okay. Okay, I spelled it right, chat. You guys be proud. So close to Ludens too. This is crazy. If you can get some vision down to track Kane, be nice too. You can get it down on his red or something. What's happening mid lane? Might be able to go dive mid. Yeah, I would like to go get a kill with your W mid lane. Yeah, you can kill either of them or both of them. I think you hit him. Oh, that's wild, dude. That's fucking wild. Look back bottom. Camera pat. Yeah, you gotta get your camera down there. Yeah, if you hit another W, I think they die. This is fucking stupid. Oh. Nice. So what do you go after Ludens?
It depends. Usually I'll go for Shadow Flame,
Okay,
but
that makes sense.
Vlad seems to be the only one that's like worth anything right now, so I might.
Does
Oh,
Horizon
Oblivion Orb.
Focus work at all?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's...
Whoops.
Nice. Holy shit, dude. This is so funny to watch. You want to reset just to grab your big ol' spike. And re-up on vision and everything. Oh, don't stay with your team. They do not need you. Oh, this is so fucking greedy. Yeah, especially that Vayne back. You staying here is super greedy. Like, if Kane or if just anybody decides to kill you and they decide to 3-man you or whatever, like
We
you
just both came.
you just die. Yeah, it doesn't matter who it is. Like that's just greedy to stay. It's a little bit weird to be off the map at the same time. Or like it's better tempo to back with your team, right? So Vayne's kind of on the map before you, and it's a little bit awkward. This game's so far over, it doesn't matter, but just very gentle.
Yeah. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, get your camera down there. The camera's like really late. I'm not really sure.
Oh,
Who's
it's
low
because
or-
of my,
Cause why?
I'm having some issues.
Oh, okay. Holy
I'm having
shit.
some issues with my mouse because there's like some lag with my new wireless.
Okay.
So I can't really like move it as well as I normally do.
Got you. Do you use F keys at all?
Do I use what?
F keys?
I don't know. I'm so bad at that.
Okay, yeah. Oop. Yep, and this game's pretty much over. Alright. Is she just smurfing or is Kaisa support this nice? It's a bit of both. No, I don't think I wouldn't recommend Pike or Kaisa support, but game's going really, really well for us. She dominated the spot lane. Oh no. Hammer control is really good. What rank? This is plat 4, I think. Plat 3 maybe. Yeah, if you're gonna play a champion like a burst champion like this, where your range is super long, your camera control has to be super solid. Oh my goodness. Poor Guardian. I don't have a lot to say at this point, unless you kind of just throw big. So I'm just gonna get ready to talk about the stuff earlier. Yeah, I think Vayne just cleans this up. You chunking him for her. Oh shit. That's so much damage. That's crazy. Nice. Very good game. Beautiful. Okay, so when we talk about
I don't think that was very fun to watch, sorry.
No, that was a blast. That was very interesting. When we talk about improving and we talk about like kind of reviewing our own games, we talk a lot about kind of feeling and how that game feel.
I think that was definitely a stomp.
Yeah,
on our end.
I hope it felt pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So
there wasn't a lot that was our game to lose, for sure.
Yeah, so going to that game, like the biggest question is what did we do? What happened that made it feel so good? Like that's really the question. And then when painful experiences happen, we kind of ask the opposite, right?
Well, at the beginning that was really rough because we were 2 kills down.
Yeah,
And
I didn't even see that play. That was the one play I didn't see.
Yeah.
I'm angry about that.
It was upsetting because like I think I was like talking in the middle and then I just wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, I was like asking you questions and I was tabbed out and shit.
That was my fault. So normally what I do is I always ward the enemy blue buff or red buff or whatever, and then I try to snipe it.
Yeah.
And so that usually puts the enemy jungler behind enough where we get a pretty good lead. But somehow I don't even know how we kind of turned it around in lane. I think it might have been.
Yeah, you did some really good things.
I think the Vayne was really aggressive, which I liked, and she didn't get herself caught.
Yeah, the way you guys lose that is if Yasuo was able to find a really good all-in. You guys just didn't let him all in. You guys didn't let him step up. You didn't like let him do anything. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So this is kind of the things I wrote. It wasn't too much because like the game was really short and you guys played really well. But yeah, that's kind of the order I noticed it in. The first thing is like, how the fuck do you play with your map that small, especially as a support player?
I have really good eyesight.
Like that's do you have a big monitor or is it just tiny?
It's I think it's like a 20. I'm not trying to brag. It's a 20-something inch.
Okay.
It's probably like 30 inches, so I can see.
Okay, that's crazy. I think. Do you know what the setting is in game? What you have it at? It's gotta be like negative, bro. That shit's crazy.
How do I look like in a practice game?
Yeah, you should be able to click settings. You can do it from the client these days. In the upper.
Oh, that's a bug report.
And then it's an interface, I believe. You have
I
that
think I
fucking
turned-
0. I have never seen that. I've never seen. I tell everybody like, okay, we gotta put the HUD skill at 0 because HUD doesn't tell you shit. With the mini map, I usually tell like 50 is a minimum. So I would definitely, you know, if you ever find yourself not looking at the mini map or missing things, yeah, definitely just think about making that bigger. If it works for you though, it works for you. All right, and the rest of the stuff is like VOD review stuff. Yeah, I didn't see this play. I was fucking tabbed out looking at your account. Here, let's see. Whatever, I don't really care. The invade plays, I mean, here we can see a little bit, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. At the point I tabbed back in, it looked pretty cursed, but I don't really know what was going on. Yeah, I mean, I guess you just like should never face check that. Like that's a little bit weird.
Yeah, I think what I did though is I definitely threw W out to gain vision, but I didn't expect that they were going to be in the mid bush.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just never walk in first. I would just kind of play like a pussy if you're playing a champion like this. Like you don't really want to be in melee range of anybody ever.
That's my whole thing. That's how I instill confidence in my team though, is when I snipe the enemy buff.
Yeah, that's
and then everyone's like,
big.
"Whoa!"
Yeah, I guess.
All right, fine. We believe in the Kaisa support.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. So, okay, this W is really, really weird. And there's a couple reasons. Okay, first of all, because you're casting it from so far away. Second of all, because he's able to move in all directions, which means like this is the easiest ability to dodge ever. And third of all, there's no reason for him to walk on a certain line. Right, like usually the reason we take, you know, we throw out skill shots is because it's very likely, you know, he's gonna step up for the last hit, so he's on with the W, or he's stuck on this wall, so he can only go this way, but he don't really want to turn around, so just throw it this way, right? Things like we usually have reasons to throw out skill shots. Talk to me about why you throw this one out.
I was just trying to. I knew that he was going to last hit those frontline minions, and I would say I probably don't usually miss W.
Yeah, so. Okay, so you don't miss it usually.
I've missed more in this game than I typically do. Like even in the laning phase.
Yeah.
I was probably missing some point blank Ws that I normally wouldn't.
Yeah, the reason this is a bad spell is because of the opportunity cost of it. You just lose lose the ability of zoning him off with the W now, right? The reason he gets these minions is because you throw it so early. You can still cast it later, right? Because it's kind of like a blitz hook, right? Have you ever had a blitz crank just like walk up to you and just fucking stare at you? And then just like, oh, you're gonna throw the hook out, dude? And you just kind of move weird and it's bad. That's the opportunity cost of the spell. As soon as you cast it out and it misses, there's 20 seconds where he's like, well, I don't have to worry about it at all, right? I get to do whatever I want for the next 20 seconds. So a lot of times the threat of the spell is the power of the spell, right? The threat of holding is very powerful. The opportunity cost is powerful. That means if you're going to just kind of throw it out for like coin flip landing it, it's bad if there's anything that you could have used to deter it. Because if you just hold your W here and you just kind of do what you did, except you have your W. Imagine you didn't cast W and he walks up and you're just standing here. And then you auto W, auto. The dude loses all this or he dies.
True.
But he ends up getting it because he's like, well, I don't really have to worry about it. I have a cooldown advantage.
That's what I get for trying to establish dominance early on.
Yeah, so like when we tell people to be aggressive, a lot of them thinks it means throw out your W like this.
Yeah.
Because you should be aggressive. You're playing against a melee bot lane.
Yeah, definitely when I play something that has more CC, like a Morgana, I probably hold on to my Q more often than not, just to help zone. But then for some reason in my mind, I think because it's just a pure damage spell, I probably don't hold it as much as I do. So I can work on that.
And you can just hold it. The way that you kind of make sure you win, the way we develop consistency is to make sure no matter what this guy does is he loses, right? So we tell people to be aggressive, and you think that you throw out this W and it's aggressive. It's like, oh, I'm trying to hit him with the W. It's like, no, because in this situation, you either hit him with the W or you don't, and kind of that's that, right?
Yeah.
Where if you wait 2 seconds, you put him in this kind of choice where he either gets these minions, and then, you know, he's either, you know, he gets the 2 CS, but then he's down like the auto and then the W and then like 2 more autos. Like he's down like 200 HP. He just loses lane. Or you just keep holding your ability and the dude's zoned off of like 2 waves, because then you guys get priority and now you guys hit 2 first and he can't step up at all, right?
Yeah.
This kind of situation is unbeatable, right? There's no good answer because no matter what he does, he loses, right? Where if you do this, now it's like, well, he just outplayed you, and now he gets to kind of get the minions for free, right? Do you see the difference?
I guess also the other thing that I wasn't too worried about is it was like me and Vayne versus Yasuo and Renata, and Renata has some range, but Yasuo,
absolutely,
he definitely needs to step up more often. So
absolutely,
I probably could have punished him more for that matchup than what we did.
The way you punish him,
if I held the W,
once again, is kind of the, yes, you want to be aggressive. You're playing against effectively a double melee bot lane, and you want to zone them off. But again, it's the kind of the mindset shift that this is not zoning them off. This is just being a fucking clown with your ability and be like, oh, I throw out abilities. Like, that's useless, right? You just give away the threat.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Your range
I hear you.
effectively goes from here, that they have to kind of be careful of in, and then you cast that out, and for 20 seconds now it's here, right? And now he gets to kind of step up and hit this. So absolutely be aggressive, and you did it really well. That's why this game felt so well. You guys didn't all in and do crazy shit all the time, but he was never allowed to step up, right? Like he never got minions. The only minions he got were these ones, because you kind of used your W impulsively. Right, let's see. What's up? He Qs him. Yeah. And you get the auto, great, but you could have gotten auto W and, you know, auto.
Agreed.
And Vayne's huge here. Yep. And like, this is great. This is perfect. You guys are zoning them off, and you guys don't go too crazy here. They lose all this. They're losing priority. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, they're just losing everything. All right, let's see. What did I write next? Oh, yeah. So we're going to talk about staying for this plate. We're going to watch up until that point.
You know, that was another big fat miss.
Yeah. This one's okay.
That was like a point blank miss. That
was
really bad.
Yeah, this one's I'm okay with, because this is at a much better time that you're casting it, right? They're trying to do something and you're saying, fuck you, you guys can't do anything, and they end up losing for it. That's a much better time to land it, or to attempt to land.
Thanks.
Okay, this is very, very good so far. We're not allowed to step up. Now this is perfect. This is a very common wave pattern where if you guys are able to build up the first 3 waves, you crash 3 and you just cheater. You don't really lose lane if you're able to do that.
See, our Vayne is so...
Yeah, that's...
Well, she was aggressive, but she was like good aggressive.
Yep.
If she didn't get that turret shot, I think that would have been better, but it's fine.
Yeah, she agreed with the tower just a little bit. Oh my goodness, yeah. We stepped a little bit far back, especially because we didn't have a ward. I think we could have been more like, if she's here, we could have been a little bit more
I got
here.
a little bit zoned out by that cannon. I tried stepping in, and then the pathing was just so weird.
Yeah, I think you could have stepped here instead of here. But either way, I mean, still works fine. And since they're melee, you're allowed to do that. If it's anybody else, you're not allowed to step here, since it's you know, double melee. Yeah, that's weird. That like looks at you, but hit you. Minions are a mystery. Yep, very good. Okay, so when is Yasuo coming up? We got 3 seconds. How long does recall take?
I don't know, actually.
Okay, recall takes 8 seconds.
Oh, recall. Oh,
yeah.
I thought you meant his death timer.
No. Yeah, his death timer is 3 seconds right now, and recall is 8 seconds.
Yeah.
If we recall right now, we'll get to lane later than him. And really, again, our goal in this lane is to make sure he can't step up and get last hits, which we can do, right? Because we're super ahead, we're super strong. We can do it even better now with the income lead we have. The only way that he gets back in this game is if Renata's able to keep you guys in lane, and then he gets back, and then he's able to get minions, and he's able to pressure this low resource pool. That's why staying for the plate's really bad. That's the only way you guys lose is if you overstay.
Yeah.
Right. And then so Yasuo's already on his way back. Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of this note. Staying for the plate is weird. Death timers are so short early. Just crash 3 and back. That's why cheater recalls are kind of like so powerful, right? You don't have time to crash the 3rd wave and then poke them and stuff. But think about, you guys are up 500 gold now. You guys will literally have 2x his item power and like 2x his XP if you guys just go back right now. Or if you don't, you guys are only up the XP, right? You don't actually get to recognize, you know, he's on 500 gold. You guys could be on 1,000 gold spent. But you just don't.
True.
Because why? You know what I mean? Like there's zero reason. Yeah, and then this was partially of what my next point was. When you're so far ahead, who is the pressure on?
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying earlier about it was our game to lose. Yeah.
Yeah. Your game to lose, which means who has to like really play for the win? Like who has to make a play happen?
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
sure.
right. So they do. The pressure is really on them. You guys can be really, really conservative. You can play this. You've already won. You're allowed to play this game really systematically and robotically, and the game is just over. You do that by just taking the small wins, going back right now. The only way you lose is staying. The only way you lose, right? Kane can come. Renata can stop you guys backing. You guys get 3v2'd. Like, this is super inconsistent.
I felt a little bit safe there just because I knew at that point Kane would have had to be in his topside jungle because we were already level 2. Unless he was just doing some like really weird pathing thing.
Yeah, it's solo queue, right? They do that sometimes. Right? He could have 3-camped, looked mid, and then saw, oh, these fucking clowns are staying for this plate and just walk bottom. And now you guys lose. Because, oh, I thought he would have been topside by now.
Well, if Kane does come though, do we lose that matchup between him and Renata?
Well, Yasuo's already on his way back. Yasuo's already right here.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's going to be a 3v2.
Okay, I got your point.
And then the argument is like, well, if Kane comes bottom, great. Kha'Zix gets access to this whole top side. But if their bot lane gets back in the game, now you guys have to play the game, right? And it's not just a free guaranteed. So, yeah, when you're
exactly
super
what
ahead,
Scrub said. We just win the 3v2.
Yeah, what's up, Kaden? How
like
you
we
doing, man?
like we were.
Just win. Just win, forehead. That is true. I mean, if you are just better, like you just win. That's not even a bad point. When you're super ahead, the pressure is on them to make crazy plays. So let them make crazy plays, play it slow, and kill them harder, right? They're going to take coin flippies and kind of like less percentage plays because they have to, and you let them take them and just like, yeah, I'll watch you int, right? The only way these games get lost is like ego plays like this. This is the lowest quality thing that happened all game. I just
Yes, senpai.
I just cannot stress this enough. This play was rough. Yeah, I just noticed you like don't ever ping in terms of kind of what you want to do. It's interesting to me because like as the support, we get complete control over everything. We decide what we do. We decide how the lane goes. We decide where our team plays for. You should ping a ton, all the time.
I find that, I don't know, maybe it's just like the people that I play with that community is so toxic. I
That
don't
is true.
bother anymore. If
That's
I were
true.
like playing in an actual team, we had comms, I think I'd communicate more.
Yeah, and that is definitely part of it. Like these ADCs won't always listen to you. I always talk
Yeah.
about pinging, like kind of using your blinker when you drive.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
you know, maybe
I
people
got
don't
you.
see it or pay attention, but if you don't, like bad things can happen,
Yeah.
and it's just you cover your ass. Too.
Okay.
Yeah, this is all good. I wish we back here again because this is a cannon. If you guys don't back here, you guys are kind of stuck in lane for another 2 waves. And you have so much money. If you back here, you're able to turn this again. He probably has 500, you know, or so gold in his inventory. If you back and now you're on, you know, 1700 gold spent and he's on 500, you just snowball here, right? Like he can never win this. He can never step up again. We can 3v2, we can 2v3, we can 2v4, we can do whatever we want with this kind of league. And that's what snowballing is. It's backing, capitalizing on the 3x gold advantage we have at this point. But you waste a lot of time and tempo and snowball ability by just staying for another 2 minutes, right?
Yeah.
You guys agreed for this plate. That means you are completely stuck for the next 2 waves. And then it feels awkward because like Kha'Zix's path's bottom. This is even great if you take a look at your jungle and kind of see like what he's doing. He's going to do these camps and then he's going to come bot side because the dragon's here. If you guys back right now, you're on the bot side at the same time. That's amazing tempo.
Yeah.
But since you guys
I was
don't,
there for the Drake.
yeah, you guys are, but you have 500 gold instead of 2,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? It's just a little bit weird.
Usually I think like my default is
backed. It would have been so good. Oh my god.
I think my default is like if we've got a lot of pressure on, especially for Yasuo, like he has to step up to the minions to farm them.
Absolutely.
So when we push him under turret, like I just try to oppress him even more.
Decent idea, but at the point you're at, like you know, like plat 4 plus.
Yeah.
The game kind of comes down to if you do this play, it may be good, but what are you losing, right? So if you stay for this wave and poke him down and deny him 3 minions, right? That's kind of what we do if we stay and kind of poke, you know, make sure he doesn't get a shield, whatever. Now you're stuck for an extra 2 waves where he's again going to be able to get half of that wave. Or if you just back, give him the 3 minions on this wave, you guys get back on the next 2 waves, he doesn't get any of the minions, you guys dive him, and the dragon isn't as coin flippy.
Sure.
Right? So it's like, yes, this play is winning, but it is not as winning as it could be, and that's what the game becomes. You're in the top, like, what, 10% of players now? I saw your account open, just check. You're in the top 5% of players, right? So it's not good enough to just be like, oh, it's slightly winning. Like, no, you make the best play. There's kind of no excuse at this point.
Okay, I got you, coach.
Yeah, so that's the opportunity cost stuff. Let's see. Yeah, we're losing a lot of pressure. When we held on to, we're not able to snow. Yeah. Okay, and the next note is kind of how you walk out of base. This is just a kind of fundamental. Oh, you just walked the dragon. You see how awkward that is? How you guys know you guys want to back, but he's doing dragon. It's like, how?
Yeah.
Again, going back to the feeling thing. If anything feels awkward, you look back at it and say, why? Well, this is awkward because you guys just overstayed.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, something about when you come out of lane. Oh, you don't back still. Oh my goodness, when did I write? Must have been 10 minutes from that. Okay. Good news is our W is huge on our first back, which is fun. Okay, yeah, a big thing for.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, a big thing when we're playing support and we're coming out of base, just walk on these diagonals, right? If you want to go top side, you walk on this diagonal. What this does is it lets you kind of look mid, and it lets you kind of look wherever. It lets you secure vision of the river, lets you be more central, lets you look around. In this situation, when she was bottom and they were on this tower, it's actually a shorter line as well. So that's just kind of a bonus. If they're here, shorter for you to walk like this than it is for you to walk like this, right?
Yeah, got it.
But yeah, just as a general rule, if you're ever coming out of base, walk like this.
Okay.
And since I thought Vayne was going to push this wave and back, so I just wanted you to walk straight mid and maybe look for a gank and then vision control and come down here.
Yeah.
But either way,
there was like a pink ward that I got, so it made sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Just either way, walk on these diagonals.
I think the other thing also with my Kaisa is I always prioritize the AP items before my boots, so I'm pretty conscious about like how much time I have to get back into lane if I don't have boots yet.
Yeah.
And it makes it for like to roam mid, for example. I guess because I had the Evolve W, it would have been worth it if I hit it, but
well, and
it was just
especially
something
since
about.
you're coming out of base, this roam is almost free.
Yeah.
Because like you're not really.
I
wasting
went
that much
like
time.
one up more, so I was like already in that mid lane, like in bubble.
Yeah,
like, right
exactly.
Before the turret.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or wherever you were. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
very generally, just walk on these diagonals because it gives you so much kind of pressure. And if there is something obvious here, like a big thing I tell beginning, like a good way to put this. The first thing I tell somebody who's trying to learn an assassin is the more opportunity you look for, the more you'll see. Kind of the same thing as support. Like just walk mid, get the vision, and then just look, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time there won't be a play there, but the few times there are, you might just win the game, right?
Yeah.
So just look, and it makes it a lot easier, and it's free, and you get the vision control. These diagonals are super broken. I think I wanted to mention, have you tried Sork boots early?
The only reason why I don't is just because like how useless I am without my W.
Yeah.
Like I don't apply very much pressure at all, so I always go for the AP. And I think I've tried going for the Sork boots, but like she doesn't have enough like base damage to justify it. I think.
Makes sense. Usually the power of Sork shoes is it makes you like, as long as they don't build resistances, it basically makes you do true damage.
Yeah.
But if if you don't have base
I might
damage,
do it on like Morgana or something, just because the gank potential is a lot stronger, but because I can just like W from really far away, I don't worry about my movement too much.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. One thing I noticed, was your camera control was a bit slow.
I know. I can't help it with this mouse. It just like fucks me in the ass every time. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I was gonna mention.
I need a better mouse.
There's kind of two parts to camera control. There's like the small, like micro camera control, and there's kind of the bigger panning your camera kind of control.
Yeah.
The panning your camera part was the thing that I thought was bad. Was needed the most work. Ideally use F keys for that. And I know a lot of players with small hands will use SX.
Are you saying I have small hands?
SXCV.
Bro.
I'm saying you were complaining
My
about
hands are tiny.
Okay, so yeah, this might work for you. The SXCV are good F key alternatives. And it just helps a ton because again, like when you're doing this and you're just holding spacebar, it's really weird. Right? You pan bottom here, which is amazing, but like I want you to be panning everywhere. Think about where your team's making their next play. Look at mid lane, right? I want to see what HP Vlad is at. Because if he's one W away from death, you might as well just walk here and W him. Right?
Yeah.
Or, pan top and see, where's Kane at? Like all this kind of things.
Yep.
So yeah, that's just a small thing. We have time for another one, so you can go ahead and queue up.
Oh, okay.
Super underbacking. Bad tempo because can't match pressure with teammates, can't snowball. Okay, those are all the notes I had from that game. It wasn't a ton, but
I'm gonna need to practice the panning because I think anytime I try anything like mechanically new, I feel completely out of my element.
Yeah.
I probably won't do it for this game, but I'll probably try and practice it.
Yeah, when you learn mechanics, it's kind of like learning a new champion. Like you're going to get worse before you get better.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, it takes too much kind of mental energy to try a new thing. Ooh, fast Q. Gin with tonic. Nice name. Blinkers are just suggestions. Opportunity cost, baby. Yeah, I don't. Caden, I think you're a bit delusional, bro. I think that's crazy, man. My guy said blinkers are just suggestions. Hey,
Probably
Gratz
one of
said
those
World
people
One.
that changes 4 lanes at once on the highway.
Yeah, my guy blinks once. My guy's going all the way to the fast lane. So yeah, how do you deal with this kind of comment? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, nice. Nice. I like it. These blinkers live in the Midwest. Sheesh. The passive aggressive approach. I love it. Good.
It's true though. I've got a 16.7% win rate on. Like I suck at those healing champions.
Have you ever tried like Zerath or something? Zerath, Vel'Koz, Lux. I feel like they're all relatively similar champions. At least to the. What did I? Just link the stream, bro. They can't. There's no way.
Wait, but they think if I'm being coached right now.
What is this, dude? Maybe they'll think it's me. Oh man, I wonder if he really locks the disco Nunu.
I usually get like 4 or 5 dodges before
That's so
this
brutal.
happens. Yeah.
Send Discord link? What you just said? There, send this so I can harass them with advertisements.
Pretty sure that this is gonna be a dodge.
And he locks the Nunu. Great.
I think he's just gonna dodge. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, actually, wait, 2 people joined. Wait. Hey, why you guys trolling the lobby, dude?
What do you mean? I'm playing Trundle.
Oh. Wait.
Why you guys trolling the lobby, man?
I'm the fucking top lane.
Dude, who's the Nunu?
Not any of us, apparently.
Oh, that's...
Who's the AD? No, who's the ADC? Who's the ADC?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
the
That's
Nunu is the
unlucky.
ADC.
Yeah, that's unlucky. I don't know. I was hoping it was
No,
one of you
who's the
guys.
support? Who's the support took the ADC role?
No. She played. No, that's what she does, dude. We're doing some Kaisa support. She plays like poke support, AP build.
It's fine. We win this regardless. Let's do it.
No, oh god. Okay, I went in there and neither of them was Nunu. A little bit weird.
Cool. Well, we've got a cleanse ghost Nunu as the ADC.
Did you guys? You didn't dodge?
No, why would I dodge?
Oh no, because you're gonna lose.
No, I'll carry it. It's fine.
Should we go? Okay. I mean, I guess.
And you wonder why I don't climb. This is why.
you should dodge. You're crazy for not dodging. You're crazy.
I dodged a couple of times, and the last time I dodged, I had a 12-hour wait timer, and I think it also screwed with my MMR because I lose like 17 LP and I gain 12.
Dodging is very good for MMR. Do we have? Okay, we're gonna have a conversation about dodging.
Okay.
I'm writing that first note. Most high-elo players dodge frequently. Like the only players who don't are streamers because it's like shit content.
And Nunu's just like actually just running it down.
Yeah, this is cursed. What is this guy doing? I mean, I guess you actually bought a support item with the new ADC. That's crazy. I would have gone straight for the Doran's ring.
I don't want to troll.
What?
Maybe I call you back. I feel like this game isn't going to be very insightful.
Yeah, I think this one might be a little bit rough.
I feel like.
Yeah, sure. We'll review a second one later.
Okay, I'll call you later.
All right, sounds good. Good luck. Good luck.
Bye.
Better
Hey,
disco than most.
show my. How do I show my menu?
Your menu?
Do you know where that is?
Click the. You have to click down by your character. Little icons.
Sorry, not my menu, but like the summary page. Of
Summary page?
like everyone's items and stuff.
Tab?
I like unbinded it.
You
By accident.
unbound tab?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's cursed. I don't even know where that setting's at, because I don't think. I can look for it.
Made a mistake. That's okay. I can do it later.
I'm looking for you. Let's see where it's at. It's in hotkeys under menus. It's called scoreboard.
All right, I have to do it when I'm back in base.
Nick, what PA are you at, bro? I'm coming for you. Watch your back, man. I haven't lost a lane in Masters yet. Okay, yeah, this game's over. Ooh, that wave is a little bit awkward. Yeah, I don't know what MF was doing. I thought that was your ping. I was gonna be very happy. Alas.
Sorry to disappoint.
It's the MF doing the more shot calling. Let's see.
Wait, so it's under interface?
No, it's under
game?
hotkeys.
Hotkeys.
And scroll down to menus. Yeah, right, yeah. There you go.
And then.
Yep.
That.
Yeah. How did you unbind it?
Well, I was trying to give my other pings a different bind, and then I picked tab, and I forgot.
That's crazy.
I was trying to be a better communicator in ping war, like you said.
Yeah,
Look, I even did this.
Oh, that's
changed that.
huge.
I don't know which one is which.
ZXCV?
ZXCV, yeah.
Okay, so it's based on who's on the scoreboard. So Z should be Tryndamere, X should be Yi. Okay, I haven't really seen what happened, but you know, we're 4-0, so I'm guessing. I think. Definitely an opportunity to get some deeper vision there.
I'm really scared of Bard.
Yeah, Bard's not fun.
Kicks my ass.
This lane is a little bit harder, but I think you guys are still fine. What is Singe doing? Is he... Okay, crazy.
I think he's just proxing not very well.
Yeah, very weird spot to stand. Yeah, just be careful of Lee. Whenever you see the jungle on the opposite side of the map, you know that definitely easy to get ganked. Yep, you handled that pretty well. Nice. Dude, no shot Yi skips his chickens. Your jungle's really bad. But yeah, you guys can push this and do dragon. Yeah, you guys want the priority. Nice, it's warded.
And that my ex used to be my vision ping. Now I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we can talk about keybinds after if you like. Oh, Yi smited really early. Yi panic smited. That is gonna die. That's crazy. Okay, nice. Yeah, once again.
I should have given that.
Doesn't matter. Giving is okay if it's like 100% guaranteed, but like taking is never really bad. The only people I see make a big deal out of it are like bronze players, because it like actually doesn't matter that much. It's either bronze players or Vayne players. Like, those
Or Vayne players.
yeah, those are the two options. Nice. Alright, see Lee walking back into the jungle. Yeah, nice. I think. Oh, shit. My guy's like 1W from dead. Hey, what's up, Leo? Welcome to the stream, dude. Ooh. Oh, no! Bro, that happens so often. That happened like 3 times the game and a half I've seen so far.
What?
They live on like 2 HP.
I thought the comment would have got him.
Yeah, I thought
And
he
I
would
have
have died
Scourge
too.
too.
That is sad. Oh, dude, this Singe is so bad. I can't believe this Singe. He's died once to like every single laner. Am I logging off after this coaching? I'll probably play 1 or 2 more games. Solo queue. See if I can get a mid game in. I think what I'm noticing is, do you?
Yes, give it to me.
No, I gotta think of a good way to put this.
A nice way. You can be mean. It's fine.
No, it's a compliment. How do these games feel? Do you feel like you normally play at this level?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay, so these are like pretty good games. And your win rate on Kaisa is solid. The reason you're not climbing is because...
I'm playing Kaisa.
No. Your Kaisa win rate's good. Like, you win when you play this champion.
My
But
team morale. I have to be a cheerleader every game and tell everyone it's fine.
yeah, it's going to take a lot of mental energy to play this champion. It's also going to take a lot of mental energy to, like, dodge when people clearly are not going to want to win.
Yeah.
So your count win rate is like 50%, even though your Kaisa win rate's solid, which means whenever you play other champions, you just troll. Like, you just can't play anything else, which is fine. But also, yeah, you just gotta dodge. And if you do those 2 things, like, I don't think you stay in this rank for very long. Like, there are definitely some things that we can work on and talk about, like the chronic underbacking problem we have. But in general, I think it's mostly get high quality games. Nice. You should view like the teammates and enemies you play against and play with in this game as just bots, right? If the bot's gonna play Disco Nunu, fine. You can wait till the last second to dodge, but you gotta be really greedy with your LP. You're never gonna see this guy again.
True.
Playing the game and giving him the loss isn't gonna like teach him anything.
I feel like most people, when they pick the Nunu, though, they're ready to dodge themselves. So I wasn't
Really?
expecting that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I very rarely do people like actually hard it because people are too precious about their own elo.
Interesting. I've definitely ran some people as Disco Nunu. Not gonna lie.
You run games down? Oh my god, I hate
I
you.
have. I'm not saying I do. Difference. I'm matured. I'm a big boy now. I don't int anymore.
Okay.
Sometimes. I soft int now. I just pick up my 17% win rate. Vigar or Irelia. No chat, it's not cap, I swear. Don't type that. Nice. Yeah, like these are like really clean games. Sounds like some shock little shit right there. What part? Oh, just all the cap. Oh man, I love my CC gamers in chat. Yeah, again, it's gonna be another game where I don't have that much written down.
Maybe I should play Zoe support.
No, because then you don't climb. That's why you don't climb. You don't climb
Hey,
'cause you
I
play
used
Zoe.
to be a one-trick Zoe support main before the AP Kaisa main. I'm just
Hold up,
saying.
let's see. Zoe, 33%. Yeah.
Not this season. I was a Zoe main for like 2 or 3 seasons before Kaisa.
Your Jotman rate's actually not bad. These were not a games, these Yumi games. Keep them to like flex queue or something. I don't know. I mean, that's just if you want to get LP, that's the play.
Yeah.
Bro, we got Leo play Zoe saying Zoe support Pog. Leo's all down for it. Beautiful shit. I feel like I have deja vu. And this just happened like 2 minutes ago. Oh, that's the same play. Ooh, I see a Magi spy in our future. Have you played with Gathering Storm, by the way? Oh, that flash was fucking stupid. That was a wild flash. Oh my goodness.
I was focused on your question, okay?
Okay. Yeah, have you tried Gathering Storm?
Have I played Gathering Storm? Yes, but I've gotten too many kills from Scourge to like early game for that to
that's fair.
feel incentivized. Like it's always that last tick, you know?
Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're low or not. Maybe some free W kills? Nah, they're all full HP. How does that even happen? Is there a fight and everybody ends full HP? And you, okay, sorry. Your runes are interesting. Okay, well, gee. And you said you have tried
Fun game to get
precision.
feedback on, huh?
You said you have tried
Sorry?
precision secondary.
I have, yeah. I've gone
Okay.
Presence of Mind and Coup de Grace, but I don't know. I feel like it doesn't. For me, it didn't add too much damage because I already do heaps. So I felt like the utility from Taste of Blood just helps me in laning phase so much more because I don't have any sort of sustain
Yeah,
and or CC, and it's the
that's
only thing that kind of keeps me in lane.
yeah, that's the part that seems a little weird. The Ravenous Hunter seems weird to me because I think that rune is really dog shit now. Um,
Yeah,
but
I've
Taste of
gone
Blood is
like
okay. And if there's nothing else that you like, if it works for you, it works for you. Especially if you've tried the other things.
yeah.
Okay. So, why are you saying Resolve? Resolve's not good unless she's playing into somebody who outranges her. But as Kaisa, nobody outranges you. You're playing Poke W Kaisa. I don't think.
I feel like I struggle a lot in other enchanter lanes. Like Zyra is a really big problem for me, especially when she has her plants up because I can't doubly pass that. Or like Xerath is just so
Yeah,
much poke.
the other Poke mages might be hard. That's a matchup where Resolve secondary actually is not bad. Take green secondary. Color to go absolute focus. It's piss broken. I think Transcendence might be necessary since W is such a long cooldown. The haste is very, very valuable.
Yeah.
Absolute focus, I can imagine adds to some of the W chunk, though, if you want more damage. I don't know. It's something maybe you can try. But it sounds like you've tried a lot of the stuff out, and if it works, I mean, it works for you. Even if it's not technically optimal, like this is something I do on Trend where I'll take Bloodline, but I don't think it's best. It's just what I'm used to.
I think it's just been definitely much more like playstyle oriented versus probably what's best for.
Yeah.
I mean, who can really say what's best for support APs?
Yeah, man, I don't think it's awful. The one thing that I hate is the Ravenous Hunter, but it's like there's not really anything else great you can take in that tree.
Yeah, maybe I should get like the Poro word thing just for extra AP stacking.
Transcendence is troll, it resets if it hits. But the W is such a long cooldown that you get a lot of value out of the haste. Like that's where the value comes in. Haste is a lot of value into big cooldowns. And this is just about the W cooldown. That's the whole lane phase. Okay, so this time I even got even less notes. Okay, some notes about dodging. These are super important.
Okay.
I think it's what, within 24 hours? Your first dodge is minus 3 LP and 6 minutes. Second dodge is minus 10 LP and 30 minutes. The third dodge is the thing you were talking about. It's what, minus, I think it's minus 10 again, but it's like what, 12 hours or something?
Yeah, I definitely had the 12-hour Q dodge.
Yeah, so
It was by accident though. It just happened that like I wasn't paying attention.
yeah.
Yeah.
Within, I think it's 20 or 24 hours. But super important thing about dodging is it doesn't change your MMR. So this is actually the most consistent way to improve your MMR. Like if you're playing a game and you know that it's a lower than 50% chance of winning and you dodge it, you lose LP and you inflate your win rate. It's super, super good for MMR because your MMR is going to stay the same and your LP is lower than where it was at, right? So pretty much any like diamond, most high-elo players are utilizing dodging.
Okay.
That's why they had to make these changes. It used to not lock you out for 12 hours, but people would dodge so much. Like it's actually insane. So yeah, dodging is super important, especially like with the Disco Nunu. You win that game maybe 1 in 100, right? It's not worth it.
Yeah.
The other thing is, yeah, the other champions you play, whenever your win rate on a champion is solid, like 55% plus, this is like a Smurf win rate, but your account win rate is even, it means you're playing other shit that's losing you LP, right? Which means just you shouldn't play other shit. Like your Janna looks fine, but yeah, I'd say like Kaisa Janna.
Ooh, I actually play a pretty mean support Nico.
Yeah, I mean it looks 50-50, not bad, but it's not like it's winning you anything. Pretty mean support Nico.
I do, I swear.
There's a support Nico player who pops up on my TikTok like all the time.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think his name is
I'm pretty
Dog
sure
on
I was there
Lightning.
first.
He's pretty solid, and he plays it in like BM plus. So yeah, it's definitely doable. I think it's more doable than Kaisa. But your Kaisa's good, and look at this, 70% win rate the past 7 days. What the fuck are these Renata games? Like,
Okay, you know what? I just
you know what? I just didn't feel like getting out of Plat 3 today. I'll
I
save
tried
that for
really
next week.
hard to, be on the same team page as my team, and people were begging me to play like a real support. So I don't know. Quote real support.
So you soft entered them.
I didn't
makes sense.
soft. I was trying to appease and play to my audience.
Josh is saying 5 haste in lane up to 30 AP. Yeah, because you're playing for lane, right? That's the whole reason. Like, the mid game shit doesn't matter. The haste in lane is so much more valuable than the mid game AP. You don't need the mid game AP. Like, you actually don't need it. You're still half chunk if you win.
I do a lot more. I feel like I get a lot more damage from my items.
Yeah, I think
really
the
just
haste
because
is
my
pretty much necessary.
W's
I think-
cooldown is so long in lane.
Yeah, I think you could
Like,
try
before I
both
get
and
evolved
take your
really.
preference, but I think that the Kaisa support, I think you need the CDR.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of climbing for you is going to be mental because holy shit, like you can't play this.
Gotta suck a lot of dick in these games.
Yeah, do you know who Sky Williams is? How long have you been playing? You said you've been playing for a while. You have to know Sky Williams.
I don't. I've been playing since like season 1 though.
Yeah, you have to know Sky Williams. You're gonna remember him. I'll be so sad.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Okay, so this guy back in the day had a really like good video about climbing, and he called it the sucking dick theory.
And it makes you
Oh, that's what I just.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I
what made me
literally
think
am
about
just
it.
like I have to be cheerleader dick suckered in all my games.
Yeah,
in
this is what
order
you
to
have to
win.
do. And this guy was like would just sit in diamond when he played like back in the day, and he just like wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? Or it wasn't like a diamond player. But if you just do shit like that, you win more games. So I mean, he made like funny like meme videos, but it's like actually not bad advice. These were like the other 2 notes I wrote. If you see their jungler is like you saw their jungler gank mid and you had perma prio and their lane was in base and you warded here. It's a super good opportunity. You can just ward here and get jungle tracking. And what that does is, I mean, it lets you know earlier where the jungler is at, and that kind of thing is super valuable for everybody else in the game. Right? If you see them on this ward, then your top knows they can make a play, your jungle knows what to do, whatever.
Yeah.
This kind of
Yeah.
ward gives you better teammates, or it helps facilitate better teammates if you're able to get it down, and you had a really nice
Yeah.
opportunity. So if you can get deep ward, get deep ward.
I think one thing that I need to work on though are like the trick ward shots. Like there's a couple ones where you can go over walls a little bit further than you do. I'm really bad
No,
at
it
that.
doesn't fucking matter. I mean, there's a couple that are pretty valuable.
There's like the one in the river. Like you can ward
This
into
one's
that.
pretty cool. This is probably my favorite.
Yeah,
which
that
one are
one
you
I
talking
can do.
about?
I can't do the one where you're like standing in river and warding top side jungle and that tri bush. There's like a little pebble
Here?
that you have to sorry, bottom side.
Like
How do
right
I-
here?
A little bit further up. To the right. To the right. To the right. Up
Right
in
here?
that green patchy spot. Yeah,
Oh.
there. You can ward that from the river.
Oh, yeah. Again, this isn't even the ward I want, though. I want this ward so you can see the
know.
jungle on his camps.
True.
Because if you can see the jungle on his camps, that's the thing that really enables everybody to do stuff as early as possible. This ward's helpful sometimes. But, like, it's not what I mean when I meant, like, get deep
Yeah,
vision.
yeah. I
Um,
usually try to put it like right where, like between the Drake and the 2 ramps that go into topside jungle.
Yeah.
So I can catch mid side or jungle depending on where they're coming, and then one right between blue buff and the golem.
Yeah, this
that we
one
can
this
really
one's
see.
super good because in terms of jungle tracking, like this just lets you know if they're on this quadrant
Yeah.
or not. Like it lets you guys
Usually
make
if I
plays.
steal
or
blue
not.
buff, I have a pretty good like timer on blue buff.
Yeah. So yeah, if you can get deeper vision, like deeper vision is good, especially if it doesn't cost you anything. Yeah, I mean the same thing. We have a chronic underbacking problem. Just
I went back.
if
Okay,
your
fine.
ADC or jungle backs near you, just back with
Yeah.
them. Like, just
Okay.
it's free and you get to snowball easier. And
Okay.
yeah. I know it feels
sir.
good to just come back and now your W does like 100 times the damage. It will feel better to win more. Like I promise.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is just kind of a weak side point I had here. We saw Yi top, and we had no vision on anybody, and we were playing pretty aggressively. And then, this makes it really easy for us to get ganked, and we don't get
Yeah.
anything in return. Right? Nobody
Yeah.
can save you. Nobody can help you. You guys
Yeah.
lose just kind of this whole bot side. So
Yeah.
you kind of have to give up some pressure. If you know you're playing weak side and you don't have the jungle tracking, just have to let it happen. So Lee came over this wall, and luckily you didn't die, but yeah, it's still awkward.
Yeah.
If you know you're
Okay.
playing weak side, some of that jungle awareness, maybe having a bigger mini map helps there. Maybe, maybe not.
I hear you.
Mental stuff. Yeah, I think the biggest thing for you climbing is going to be like, play your champion. If people don't like the pick, be like, hey, this is for real. And if they're going to int you, just dodge more. Do you have other accounts you can play on? Because like, that's the key. If you can just get games in on Kaisa and, maybe multi-account if you have to. Like, I don't know how many dodges you have to go through per day. I don't know how much you play per day, but
I literally, like, every game is a struggle. So if I dodged for every game where someone thought I was inting, then I wouldn't play.
you don't have to dodge every game they think you're inting, but dodge the game you're getting into. Like, dodge the fucking disco Nunu. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That
But
you thought
the
that was okay.
number of times where people have, like, faked me out with the disco Nunu, like, I don't know.
You can dodge last
it's-
second too, and then it comes down to like 50-50. I do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, not dodging is just costing you. Because like, imagine you dodge this game, and then it's a higher chance. Like, it's a very good chance you win this game if you don't have
Yeah.
this Nunu. You
True.
effectively lose yourself 2 games. Like, that's a 2-game swing. So you're down 30 LP, right? And some MMR because you didn't dodge. Right? So it's so much time. I think that's everything I got. Here are my main notes. Yeah, in terms of the biggest stuff, it would definitely be the back timing. We talked about some ideas like opportunity cost of spells, and kind of climbing through platinum and diamond is about thinking about what's the most optimal play, not just is this winning or not. Yeah, snowballing. We talked about kind of the diagonal lines walking out of base. But yeah, the biggest stuff is the backing, your positioning, your camera control, and the mental stuff is going to be the most immediate stuff. This was great content, so I appreciate it. This was like the most interesting
Cool.
game.
Well,
Hey,
I'm
yo.
glad you enjoyed yourself. Hopefully
Yeah,
your
I
viewers do
appreciate it.
too.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. All right.
Okay, bye, Jamie.
See you later. Thank you. Peace.